boys and girls, Mrs. O'Mara here. We are on Module 5, Lesson 29. All right, it says, label each shaded fraction use greater than, less than, or equal to compare. The first one's been done for you. All right, so let's look at it. So we see that there are 6 parts altogether, 2 shaded, so it's 2/6. We have 2 parts out of 3 shaded, 2/3, and it's clearly that the 2/3 is larger. So remember, however you decide, you can do the alligator. I always think that the little side is the pointy side and this is the large side. However you can remember greater than, less than, or equal to, do it your way. All right, next one says we have, it looks like 3 shaded out of 4 plus, and then we have, let's count, let's see here. So we have 1, 2, 3 fourths. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 3/8, and it's obvious that 3/4 is greater than. Okay, let me go down here. See, move you over. I don't know why it's so hard for me to get the mouse. All right, so let's move. Oh, sorry about that. That cleared, didn't it? Let me put it back on there. Let's move that up. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me just put those back on so you see it again. Must have cleared the whole thing. All righty. Now let's move to the next set. Here we go. We have 1 and 4 total parts. So 1/4, 2 total parts, 1/2. And it's clear that 1/4 is less than 1/2. Okay, we have 4/4. 4 shaded out of 4, so we know that's a whole. And we have 4 shaded out of a total of 6. We clearly know that a whole is greater when they're the same size. All right, next part. Let's see here. I want to go back. Oh, yay, that was better this time, wasn't it? Okay, it says, partition each number line into the units labeled on the left, then use the number lines to compare the fractions. All right, here we go. So we are going to label it in halves. Go back to my pen. So here we go. We have, remember, 0 halves. In the middle, we have 1/2, and we have 2 halves. We're going to separate or partition this into fourths. So we have 0/4, we have 1/4, 2/4, and 3/4, and 4/4, which equals our whole. The last one, they want us to divide it into eighths. So we have 0/8, 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. Should be all lined up. Not doing a very good job. 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, and 8/8. Okay, so we know that 3/8 is less than 3/4. We know that 4/4 is greater than 4/8 because that's a whole, and 4/8 is a half. You can see the half. And 2/4 is also a half. All these should line up. Sorry about that. All of these should line up. And we know that 2/4 is greater than 2/8 because look where 2/8 is, right? And here's 2/4. All right, good job on that. Let's go back. Let's move our mouse down. It says, let me move this as much as I can up. All righty. It says, draw your own model to compare the following fractions. Well, I'll be honest, I like to draw rectangles because you can get the rectangles as close as possible to the same size. Because remember, when you're comparing fractions, the wholes have to be the same size and shape, right? Okay, so for the first one, it says 3/10. So how many lines do I need? You're correct, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I need to shade in 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I need to divide or partition my next one into fifths. So I need 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I need to shade in 3 of these. And it's clearly that 3/5 is larger. Okay. My next one I need to compare. My next two fractions is 2/6 and 2/8. All righty, so let's draw. Remember, we want them about the same size and the same just remember that we are perfect. Not these, they are not perfect when we draw them, but we want to get as close as possible. So our first fraction is 2/6. So I need 5 lines. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to color in 2 of them, shade them in. And then my next is 8, so I need 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we know that these, it's a little bit smaller. So we know that 2/6 is greater than 2/8. All right, let's go to our next question. It says, John ran 2/3 of a kilometer after school. Nicholas ran 2/5 of a kilometer after school. Who ran the shorter distance? Use the model below to support your answer. Be sure to label one whole as 1 kilometer. Okay, so first of all, we have to fill in 2/3. You know what I'm doing. 2/3, right? And this is the whole thing is 1 km, which stands for kilometers. And this is 2/3. And then the bottom one, we want to fill in 2/5. Who ran the shorter distance? It looks like Nicholas ran the shorter distance. Because 2/5 is smaller than 2/3. You can see 2/5 is smaller. So Nicholas ran the shorter distance because 2/5 is smaller or shorter than 2/3. Okay. All right. Last one. Back. Mouse. Boy, I'm getting better. Haven't done this in a while. Okay. Here we go. Our last one. It says Erica ate 2/9 of a licorice stick. Robbie ate 2/5 of an identical licorice stick. Who ate more? Use the model below to show your answer. All right, here we go. So we know that this is all one licorice stick, right? Okay, so we need to see what this is Erica, right? So Erica ate 2/9. So let's fill in our 2/9. And then this is Robbie. He ate 2/5. Now remember, the stick is the same size, so we can compare them. And it's clearly Robbie ate more because 2/5 is larger than 2/9. Robbie ate more because 2 units of fifths or 2/5, 2 units, either way you want to say it, is more than 2 units of ninths or 2/9. Okay, good job, everybody.